Hi, it's Kylie here from Baby Wearing a New and Isla, who may crack it. I'm just here to talk to you today a bit about the Emeibaby, which is an amazing baby carrier. So it's a full buckle carrier, so you've got buckles for your waist and your shoulder straps. The difference with the Emeibaby is the fact that it's really a combination of a woven wrap, ring slings, and a full buckle carrier. It's super adjustable, and you can start using it from 3 kilos, so it's one of the earliest baby carriers that you can do. I'm going to show you today with Isla, who is almost 7 months old now. So for the first adjustment, what you want to do is, you can see through the rings. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that the fabric is not all messed up. So you can kind of see how this one, it's a bit all messed up. So I want to get the bottom hem down here, and I'm just going to sort it really similar to what you do if you were using a ring sling, and sort it through. So now you can see top hem and bottom hem. Okay, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to pull some fabric through for the first adjustment, and when I'm doing that, I also want to make sure that there's fabric on either side. So just sorting this one, so it's the same. So that's about enough, all that I need for Isla, and you can see that it's centered. So with the Emeibaby, because the baby sits a little bit differently, you actually sit it up higher. I prefer, she's just looking at me. I prefer Isla. Yeah, you're gonna come in here. Yeah, she's excited. Nice and high. One, because I still have a bit of my postnatal belly, and it's just a lot more comfortable for me. So you can see I've just clipped in, and I can pull either way. And then you can see that there's this extra fabric. So this is actually going to be tucked between you. So I'm going to tuck about as much as Isla's going to need. It doesn't matter if you over tuck, because it can just come out. But you don't really want to under tuck. And you want to make sure it's even either side. And then before I get her, I just want to find, I'm coming, the bottom of the waist belt, because this is where her bum is going to go. Okay? And my shoulder straps are loose. So let me grab her. Okay. So you say hello everyone. Hi. Yeah, she's not really into it. Isla's been a little bit bouncy, so this is always interesting. So just going to get her here. I've got this arm to keep her nice and safe. And then making sure her leg, the material comes outside, I'm going to lift up and put her over my shoulder. Same thing on this side. Oh. Shoulder straps are off. Okay. So now I'm going to hold my shoulder straps. I'm going to reach back and clip it in. It's always useful on your first adjustment to have someone with you so that they can adjust it to make sure your back strap is nice and comfortable. Now I'm going to just lift her up slightly so I can reach the strap and pull it. And you want these two padded pieces to meet. Okay? Alright. So, if you're already adjusted, you're done, you're good to go. Just make sure your baby's. So before you adjust it, you can make sure your baby's centered. Yep. And then I'm just going to open up the fabric, making sure that I've got the top part and then the bottom part. And I'm just going to pull the excess fabric through, and I'm going to work my way around, and I do it both sides at the same time so it's equal. Okay? As we get closer and closer to your bottom one, it's just about getting the excess fabric out, okay? Sometimes you can pull, yeah, she's instructing as well. Sometimes you can pull too much out, and then it becomes a little bit more narrow based. If you do have a leg popper, you can always lift up and just help their knees, doing that pelvic tuck, and you're good to go. So it's knee crease to knee crease. There's no excess fabric. She's sitting quite nicely in it. And then I'm just going to put the excess fabric up here. Yes. So she is quite happy. She's in a good position. It's nice and comfortable. And even with her bopping around, because it's nice and tight, she's not going anywhere. You can also adjust these ones if you want, because that will also make the padding come on your shoulder blades a little bit more. And for me, that's a good place. So I'm a little bit flexible, so I can always adjust it, but you can also grab someone else to help fit. So sometimes it is just about tweaking it a little bit to get a nice fit. Maybe she'll fall asleep in here. But she is nice and high, which is the way I prefer. You can have her a little bit lower, but I just personally like the way it sits on my waist belt. We've got our big one playing Lego in the background, which is that random noise that you can hear. And Isla's nice and happy. When she goes to sleep, she's just going to rest on my chest, and we're going to good to go. So the main things, I guess, is making sure the positioning and the tuck. And then to get her out, I always loosen the straps, holding onto your bub. So you just loosen by flicking that tab up. So one, it's easier to reach my back strap, but also when you're getting in, the pulling tight helps bring up your knees. A little bit too tight. Let's just loosen that. So I find it quite useful to get it to fit again. So yeah, so that's the Emeibaby. So you can get it in a full, or it also comes in the half. So the only difference, exactly the same structure, both made from woven wrap material. It's just big. She's bouncing for us to show that she's nice and secure. Is the shoulder straps and the waist belt are made out of a cotton twill in black. So it's just personal preference. And yeah, you can use these from newborn to toddler, so they go to 15 kilos. So my first was about 3 when she hit 15 kilos. So they're a really great versatile carrier. You can see she's almost ready. Yep, she's doing the nuzzle, so she'll probably go to bed soon. But yeah, if you have any questions, head to my website, babywearinginU.com.au. Thanks for watching. Bye.